Welcome. In the next 10 minutes, you will learn how to form a quadratic equations from the word problem, solve them by factorizations and the quadratic formula, and decide the nature of the roots using the discriminant. A quadratic equation is any equations that can be written as ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, with a is not equal to 0. Its graph is a parabola and algebraically it can have up to two roots. Example on the screen shows standard form. So standard form has been shown over here, which is ax square bx plus c, where a cannot be equal to 0. And its graph is always parabola. So if we draw the graph of this value of x with respect to value of the formula, if we plug the value of x, what is the value of these equations, then its graph is parabola. Like parabola is like this, or it can be like this. Now let's take an example. A prayer hall has area 300 square meters. Length is one more than twice the breadth. So let's take breadth is equal to x meter and length is equal to twice the breadth plus 1. So length is 2x plus 1. Now area A is equal to L multiplied by B. This is the formula of the area of the rectangle. So A is equal to 300 square meter, L is equal to 2x plus 1, and B is equal to x. So if we solve the same, then 2x multiplied by x plus x is equal to 300. So 2x square plus x is equal to 300. And now if we form the similar equation, then ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If we convert the same in this formula, then 2x square plus x minus 300 is equal to 0. So this is the formation of the quadratic equation based on the word problem. Now we can the second example. Then John and Jivanti have 45 marbles together. Each loses 5 and their product afterward is 124. So what is the total marble? Let's suppose that John has X marble. John has X marble. Then Jivanti should have 45 minus X marbles, right? Because total is 45. Now each loses the 5 and their product afterward is 124. So after losing 5 marbles, John should have X minus 5 and Jivanti should have 45 minus x minus 5, which is equal to 45 minus 5 minus x, which is equal to 40 minus x. Now the product of marble after losing is 124. So product of marbles 40 minus x is equal to 124. So if you multiply, then 40 multiplied by x minus x into x minus 5 into 40 minus 5 minus x is equal to 124. So this is 40x, this is minus x square, this is 200, and this is plus 5x is equal to 124. So if we keep all the figures on the right hand side, then x square minus x square will become x square, plus 40x become minus 40x, minus 200 will become 200, and plus 5x become minus 5x, and 124 is equal to 0. So if we rewrite the similar equations by subtracting the x square minus 40x minus 5x, which is minus 45x, plus 200 and plus 124, which is 324, is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic form of the word problem. Now there are two methods of solving the quadratic equation. One is the factorization and another one is the quadratic formula. So when to try the factoring, coefficient are integer friendly or when splitting the middle term is quick. If factoring stalls, switch to the quadratic formula. Always presence root clearly and check if the context requires the discarding any root. So what is the method of factoring, right? So if we look this 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equation, like 2x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, we need to divide this 3x in two parts. So we can write 3x x 2x square minus 2x minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. So why we have kept minus 2x and minus x? Because over here we can have the 2 over here and 1 over here. Now if we remove the 2x from first term, then it would be x minus 1, and if we keep the minus 1 from here, then x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x minus 1, 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then x minus 1 is equal to 0 or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. To make a product 0, any of the number can be 0. So x can be 1 or x can be 1 by 2. So this is the answer of the given question. Over here, if we solve the another example, 2x square minus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. Over here it's a 2 and 3, so we can expand this term in 2 and 3 terms. So 2x square minus 2x minus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Over here we have expand the middle term minus 5x x minus 2x and minus 3x, because coefficient is over here 2 and over here is 3. So if we common out the 2x, then it's x minus 1, and if we common out the minus 3, then again x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then x minus 1, 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Then x minus 1 can be 0 or 2x minus 3 can be 0. So over here x equal to 1, over here 2x is equal to 3, which implies x is equal to 3 by 2. So these are the root of the quadratic equation. Now what is the root of the quadratic equations? If we put the simplify, if we put the any value of the x, it should have the value of 0, right? It should satisfy the value 0. So if we put the x equal to 1, then 2 1 square is 2, right? And minus 5 into 1 is minus 5 plus 3. So plus 2 minus 5 plus 3 is equal to 0. So it satisfied both the value x equal to 1 and x equal to 3 by 2. If the factorization is hard, we can switch to another method, which is the quadratic formula. Now, what is the quadratic formula? If we write the equation, quadratic equation is ax square minus ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then the root can be x equal to minus b plus or minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So there are two roots, right? One is minus b plus b square minus 4ac upon 2a, or minus b minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Over here the difference is only the sign. Now this term b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant, right, which is noted as the d is equal to discriminant, and it can be a value of the b square minus 4ac. Based on the value of the d, we are having the different scenarios. If d is positive, right, a square root can be only possible if it is the value is positive. Negative value square root is not possible. So d is positive, we can have the two different real roots. If d is equal to 0, then square root is 0, then there are two roots which are coincide, so both the roots are identical in terms of a perfect square, like x square minus 2x plus 1, right? It has only, I mean, there are two roots, both can be plus minus 1 only. And d is negative, then roots are not real because the negative square root of the negative is not possible. Okay. Now if we take the another example, right, and solve the same by the quadratic equation method. So there is a pole, right? We need to place the pole in such a way that distance between the two gates, there are two gates in the park is circular having the diameter of 13 meter. Now we need to place the pole in such a way that distance between A to P and B to P is 7 meter, right? So let's suppose that distance between B and P is X, then this distance should be X plus 7. We can see that it's a perpendicular, right? So as per the Pythagoras theorem, BP square plus AP square should be equal to AB square. AB square is 13. AB square is 13 square. BP is X square plus AP square is X plus 7 square. We expand this X plus 7 terms, then X square plus 14X plus 49 is equal to 169. Then 2X square plus 14X plus 49 minus 169 is equal to 0. 2x square plus 14x minus 120 is equal to 0. Now as per the equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If we compare both the equation, then a is equal to 2, b is equal to 14 and c is equal to minus 120. Now if first root is, now we first find out value of t, which is b square minus 4ac, which is equal to 14 square minus 4 into 2 to minus 120. So 14 square is 196 minus is 960, 1156. So d is equal to, now the what is the first root? So first root can be minus b plus d divided by 2a. Minus b is 14 plus under root d 1156 divided by 2 into 2. 14 plus under root 1156 under root of 1156 is 34 divided by 4, which is equal to 20 by 4, which is equal to 5. The another root is minus b minus d divided by 2a. Minus b is minus 14 minus d is minus 34 divided by 2 into 2, which is equal to minus 48 divided by 4, which is equal to minus 12. As the distance can't be negative, so if we place the pole at 5 meter from point B, so in word problem we can't have the distance in the negative term, so we exclude this option. This is it from this chapter. So there are 5 points that needs to be remembered. Always convert to the standard form of the quadratic equation, which is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Try factorization first. If it fails, use the quadratic formula. Use the discriminant to know whether the real root exists. If the d is greater than or equal to 0, then the real root can be existed. Interpret the roots in context. Discard the impossible answer, like in above example. Minus 12 cannot be the distance, so we can discard the answer. In exam, show the steps clearly and box the final answer. If this helped, like and subscribe for more NCERT Class courses. Comment which problem you want solved step by step next. See you in the next video.